And we live. Welcome back. Hey, I'm mad I sound like Justin right there. For those who don't know, I've been working for Reason of Doubt for like 2 years, right? And I make their podcast clips and their social media uh, posts and stuff and cut up their episodes. And that's how Justin come onto his show every time. Welcome. Yeah, that mean I gotta come up with my own shit, man. We still early in the process, so it is what it is. But shout out to all the players, man. That's what it's really about. Shout out to all the players. Welcome back to the Play Your Card podcast. You always dealt a hand. Depending on how you play it is up to you. So that's where we at, man. We gonna make it quick today. We got a couple things to get off. A couple things to talk about. So, you ever been in a relationship and your girl or your significant other or whoever you with, they go out of town to see their friends that live out of town. They go kick it out of town. As the one that's not going out of town, how do you go about that? It's tough, right? I wouldn't say it's tough, but you got some choices to make in terms of what you think about and in terms of how you go about it. Like, a motherfucker go out of town, shoot, you can be like, man, it's time to kick it. Because then you really, it's deep because you get somebody that just want to kick it because they significant other gone. But that's just them trying to trick their mind on the fact that they gone. It's like, you trying to fill that void by kicking it. You can go that way, or you can sit at home and stalk their ass on their socials, just wait for them to post and all stuff. But I feel like that's tiring. I always, when Sadie go out of town or whatever, I'll be like, man, I'm not gonna bother you. Do your thing. Text me if you need to text me. Call me if you need to call me. But I'll holler at you when you get back. I just feel like, why worry about that? Why worry about if your John is out doing her thing while she out doing her thing? She out doing her thing regardless. She could be out there doing whatever, and you would never know. You would never know. So why even think about it? I remember OG told me that a long time ago. I was somewhere. I don't even know. I remember where I was at. I remember who house it was at. Shout out to homie Desiree. Shout out to homie Lacey. And it was somebody uncle or daddy or something. And he was like, man, man, that's my old lady right there. We've been together 20 years, man. We've been together 20 years. But we just, they always ask her how we make it 20 years. And I just tell them, man, you just got to love it for what it is, man. You got to love what's in front of you for what it is right in front of you. Because that my old lady, and I love her and I trust her, but I've been with her 20 years. And what she do behind my back is what she do behind my back. I ain't even interested in wanting to know. If it ain't coming and affecting what we got here and what I love right here in my face, I don't need to know. And I was like, damn, that's deep. And they done made it 20 years. And that's his old lady. A man call his woman his old lady. Hey, that's my old lady. He'll kill you about her. A man call his lady his old lady, call his woman his old lady. Yeah, he ready to die about her. That's his old lady. So that's been my perspective, man. And if my John out of town, she out of town. Let me know when you get back. So that's the advice. I think that's how I play my card in that situation. Play your card, man. All right, next. Last night, boom. Went to the bar, kicked it with the homies. You know what I'm saying? Throwing darts. I really love to throw darts now. Darts is slept on. Once you learn how to throw darts, it's like it's a good party trick. It's a good, conversation starter. A lot of people have like social anxiety and don't know how to communicate with people, or like you might move to a new town or something and don't know how to integrate with people. Learn how to shoot pool and learn how to play darts. Because it's always going to be pool and darts in the bar. It's always going to be people in the bar. 2 plus 2, brother. So anyway, I was at the bar last night shooting darts, and then we went to the other homie house for a nightcap. And she was making drinks. She was like, "What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?" I was like, "Man, it don't matter. You know, make what you gonna make." I shouldn't have said that. I should have asked for options. Don't leave your liquor choice just up in the air to just anybody. You could walk out and leave fucked up. You could walk out and leave sloppier than you ever left. You can walk out and be sloppier than sloppier than the mop. You dig what I'm saying? So that was a mistake. Baby girl brought me back some whiskey bourbon cherry mix. I was like, this tastes like Robitussin. And she was like, "What is it good? What do you think?" It tastes like Robitussin. What you mean? What I think? So play your card and decide on what liquor you're gonna drink. That's some grown. Don't let other people decide your liquor. You decide your liquor. You decide your liquor. Be decisive when you're picking your liquor, man. All right. Next topic. Okay, so scenario. Boom. You with your SO, right? For whatever reason, you just so happen to catch a blink at the screen, and the message come down, and you can see the name, but you don't recognize the name, and the name kind of causes for concern, right? It's like it brings up a question. What do you do? Do you ask about that name? Do you just like it ain't my business? I wasn't even supposed to be in your phone anyway. So I had that situation happen, and Shorty, I don't even know why I was on her phone. She was like showing me something on her phone, and it was like, "Huh, scroll or look at it." Granted, in this specific relationship, I trusted her. I never really ever felt she had anything to hide. She never acted as if she had anything to hide. Cool. Not my concern. Even if she did feel like she had something to hide, it wasn't my mission to go find it. So she get a message come by, and it was a name, and it was a dude name. Now me being the P that I am, I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. I don't feel it necessary to go asking who is this, who is that, because I felt bad that I was even in your phone when that message came through. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where my most of my feelings is. Most of my feelings is like, damn, why do I even have your phone in my hand? I don't want your phone in my hand. I don't want to go through your phone. I don't want to see your messages at all. Not to call you a bad person or not to be like, but let's just eliminate the doubt. You know what I mean? So I accidentally seen this name come across, and my reaction was I tried to just let it go. And in the middle of the night, I kept thinking about it, and I was at her house. So, because I couldn't stop thinking about it, I wasn't going to wake her up in the middle of the night and ask her, "Hey, who is that?" Didn't really want to ask in the first place, but especially in the middle of the night. So I left. I went home. It was like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I left and I went home. And to this day, that my girl, we still together. To this day, she still like is bothered that was my reaction. It ended up being the name that we ended up seeing. It was really funny, but she was really bothered that my reaction was to leave. Like, but I had told her before, like, I'm not gonna ask too many questions or argue or bring it up. Or I don't. My biggest thing is I don't want to disrupt harmony. Harmony is most important for me. So I'd rather leave and we could talk about it or not talk about it. But it was bothering me, so I just left, and that bothered her to this day. She don't leave that alone. All right, boom. Next topic. So, I feel like as an adult, you got to be careful. And I don't know if it's the last 2 or 3 years and just being not around people and our social skills have just declined to a astronomical bad place. But as an adult, you should be careful in telling other adults that you don't like them to their face. And also, especially if you just met them. So last night I seen an encounter where it was a group of guys and another guy kind of by the dart table. And one guy's vibe out of the group, one guy's vibe is off. He's just like me mugging everybody. He's me mugging me. I'm like, what are you looking at, my boy? But I ain't paying no mind because I'm there to play darts. You feel me? So he tells the guy, I don't like you. And then the other guy goes, well, why don't you like me? What did I do to you? And he says, you're not going to understand. I just don't like you. And in my head, boom, I'm like, hold on. I can hear this whole conversation. And all I'm thinking is, if you're going to tell that man that you don't like him to his face like that, I hope you got a gun. I hope you're ready to fight or defend yourself. Cause what type? Why would you say that to somebody and you just met them? Why would you tell somebody that you don't like them to their face and you just met them, especially in the bar? I like when sometimes you be in a bar and you get a chance to see or hear, like if you're not as intoxicated as everybody else, or if you get to be the third person in some situations, you get a chance to see how alcohol can really deter and fuck up some conversations and really fuck up the vibe. It was funny. I wish the guy would have got hit in his mouth, but they navigated it through it well. It was crazy because probably 3 minutes later they were fucking shaking hands and taking shots together. That's just how bro code works. But the biggest thing is social awareness, empathy. Understand talking to people the way you want to be talked to will get you so far in life. If you can understand empathy first, your relationships with people will go 3 million times further than you ever could imagine. Empathy. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Talk to people the way you would want to be talked to. So that's important. I want to make sure that I shout out our sponsors. Candid Candle Collection. They hooked us up with the special suit and tie edition. Got my house smelling smooth, on some Timberlake. As long as I got my suit and tie, yeah. So make sure you go check out Candid Candle Collection. Go to their website. You can enter promo code Play Your Card, right? Play Your Card, PLAYYACARD, right? At Candid Candle Collection, and they'll have some bomb deals for you in the name of us. You basically be telling them that Ace sent you. So that's what's up. Make sure you go get your candles. Next topic. Open and read Snapchats. Hey, this one is so big for me, bro. So big for me. I'd much rather you leave me on red than to never open my Snap. That will piss me off, and I will block you. I will block you. I block so many people. In this, especially it's like these the younger generation. Anybody under like 24 or 23, they just won't open your Snapchat. And I find that so disrespectful. Like, you don't even know what I said or what I had to say. What if something I had to say was that important or super important? I'd rather you open it and then just not respond. Like, that doesn't hurt. Like, come on now. I do that all day. But to not even open the Snapchat, I feel like it's disrespectful. You don't even respect the fact that I could be saying something important. I had to check my little cousin. I told her, I was like, hey, the fact that you got contact with me and you have what word am I looking for? Cuz. access. The fact that me and you have communication access to each other, she's like 16. You know, so when she's 16 and she popping, you know, she feel like she all that. Nah, sit your ass down. I, the fact that we have access of communication to each other, don't take that for granted. If I send you a Snapchat or if I'm talking to you, at least open it, my boy. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with these kids, man? Damn, you ain't gonna open the Snapchat. What if I told you, hey, come get this bread real quick? Hey, come, you know what I'm saying? Come get this little bread. I got some bread for you real quick. And you ain't opened it in 7 days. You ain't opened it in 3 weeks. Man, I block people. I will block you. I will block you. If you don't open my Snapchat, I will block you. So keep that with you. I'm sending shots on that one. I'm sending shots. I hope you see this, and I hope you had left my Snapchat unopened, like you didn't even open it. I hope you, and hope you see this. I'm taking shots at you. I blocked you, and if I didn't block you, I'm about to block you. All right, that's just, I hate that, bro. All right, next subject, last one, man. So I seen this quote that said, you know, we all basketball heads. We all had this debate at least 200 times. I've been having this debate my entire life. I grew up in Ohio. I was born in Ohio. I moved back to Ohio to go to grade school in 2004. And if you're any type of historian or know anything about what's going on, 2004 was LeBron James' rookie year. So I ain't had no choice but to, rock with Bron. So you ask me, a kid who lives in Ohio, and they have Fox Sports Ohio, FS Ohio, and they played all the Cleveland home games, even a lot of away games, every night. So I'm watching this cat play every night. And then they went to the finals in 07. And then, you had the 08 versus Celtics 09. Woo, woo. But if you ask me, he's been the best player. Like, he's shown that he was the best player, like the best. The most skilled, the most dominant, the most efficient, most proficient. If you ask me, that's been the case since at least 2007, 2008. When I say the most, I mean ever. So even before he got the rings in Miami, I knew that he was like that. But let's get to the point. The quote was, Jordan's career was better, but LeBron is the better player. Now that, I feel like, is the most plausible argument, right? Because Jordan's career and Jordan's resume is, I've been trying to argue it for 15 years. You can't really argue 6-0. Like, you can't really argue that many defensive player of the years, and you know what I mean? Like, you can't argue that. Scoring titles, can't you can't argue his career was storybook, right? But the way this man LeBron James played basketball and understanding and is able to lead people and is able to have harmony, like his teammates don't hate him. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna finish the lead as the leading scorer ever, and he's not even a shoot first player. He would much rather pass the ball, and always has since day zero. That's what's so crazy to me. You get this savant that just understands basketball better than anybody else in the world, that understands humans, that understands people, and then can go out there and do it, and has done it for 20 years. What? That man still jumped as high today at age 37, 38 as he did at 18. That's crazy. That's crazy. He hit jump shots. I remember the days where they used to say LeBron couldn't shoot. What? What? Again, I watched all the games, bro. All of them, bro. Fox Sports Ohio, they played all the games. All the games. 2006, 2005, 2007, 2008, 2009. So I had to hear them say that LeBron couldn't shoot. I'm like, what do you mean he's hitting jump shots? I couldn't fathom it. And then it got to the point where they would say that he's not clutch. I don't know. So that's why I'm so passionate with the LeBron argument, man. It's been so long that we've been fighting this, argument after argument after argument after argument. He can't shoot. He's not clutch. He's this. He doesn't have that. Left, right, center. So I be turned up about that, man. And I just thought that quote was interesting because I feel like anybody that's logical to this point, and especially like what LeBron is still doing, I think in this past year or two to still be in year 19, year 18, and still being able to dominate, even though the Lakers suck. Oh, the Lakers are so bad. You can't win for. Anyway, another story for another day. But I think he's proven to people that how good he is or how great he is. Even some doubters, even some Laker fans who maybe didn't want him to be around, they get a chance to see that just how dominant he is. So we'll see how the narrative turns, man, and as we continue to go on. But since day zero, I've known that man is the best player to ever play. No doubt about it. All right, all right, man. Before we get out of here, I just really love it because it really smells good. I've had candles like that you order from the homies and you try to shop black, and they don't smell like nothing. No, they know what they doing, dog. They know what they doing, dog. It's real special. So make sure you go get that. And then lastly, man, be on the lookout for our Patreon offers. We got a lot of stuff coming with our real estate videos in the background. We're gonna show you guys how we get into our wholesale calls. I started making my first wholesale deals, so I'm excited to show y'all that. And then as it gets warmer, we're gonna be getting more into wedding videos and making wedding movies. So I'm excited to show y'all that journey, man. So click on the links below to follow those. We'll have our Instagram down. We'll have just everything. You'll see everything on there between the Instagram, between the Patreon. You'll have our other YouTube videos. You'll have our Twitter page, our TikTok page, our website, everything. Play Your Card podcast, Elite Rich Group, creative marketing. So we got a lot of things for you guys to check out, and make sure you check out all of them, all the resources. Realize it can happen. Realize it can happen. Whatever you want to do, realize it can happen, and that's what we're here for. All right. Much love, man. One.